As an undergraduate, I was a student athlete here. I played for George Fox's baseball team from 2000 to 2002. So when I was a senior, I was part of a very dubious record. And it's still a little funny to me this day because I actually had a really good season, but all the focus was on this, and that is I broke and set the NCAA Division III record for hit by pitches as a batter in a single season. I think I got hit like 33 or 34 times. I believe the record still stands, but it brought a little tiny bit of media attention to what already was a good baseball program, but it led to some really hilarious moments here on campus and kind of in the local area. My name is Ryan Dearinger. I'm a history professor in the Department of History and Politics, and I am a faculty fellow in the George Fox Honors Program. I was a student here over 20 years ago. And I was a student athlete at George Fox when things like faith, grit, and joy, those things the university embodies so well today, weren't part of a slogan, but they were still lived day in, day out by students, classmates, mentors, professors. And what drew me back was that mission that had influenced, really changed my life in so many ways, just, a short 20 years ago. Students who take a class from me, I think, come out of it with a unique perspective on caring, on giving, on loving, as well as on learning. So I want them to master one fundamental thing in the process, and that's what I call ganas, or desire. You may not love history. You may not be taking the class other than just as a gen ed class, but if you demonstrate and kind of cultivate that desire, the desire to work, the desire to think, the desire to feel. Students who have left this university, George Fox University, like myself, wherever they are in life, they look back and they can say, that class, that professor, that group did it, made it happen in my life. And that's one of the connections that I try to make in my history class. History is one of those unique disciplines in the humanities that teaches us all sorts of very valuable tools, but fundamentally teaches us to both be or become more human and more humane. Historians use methodologies that are primarily critical, that are speculative. We ask questions. We are asked to study events, people, groups, periods critically, and that's okay. So that's always sort of interested me about the field itself. There was a very famous person with a connection to George Fox years ago, Herbert Hoover, 31st President of the United States, who said very simply that the supreme purpose of history is a better world. And I think that if it's taught the right way and studied the right way, we are actually trying to do that, right? Trying to create a better future by looking into the past. And I use these axioms in class sometimes, but I really believe this one. The best, sort of most meaningful histories are those histories that hold up a window, as it were, into the past, but that also reflect a mirror to the present.